everyone. Let's do a brief audio and visual check. As you can see, we have the man, Baron. Baron joining us tonight. How are you, Baron? Let's do an audio check on your end.
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. This is a surprise. I was teasing everybody. Got a surprise for him Tuesday nights. Usually you join me Thursdays. It's been a while. It's been a while since you've been on Slow Markets. Since then, how have you been? How's everything? It's been a while since I've even been on with you.
Yeah, I've been good. I'm still, I'm just working my way through, getting through combines, getting into XFA, trying to make it to payout. I've really been, we were talking about it in the green room. I've been struggling to get to payout still, since July, and I was pretty consistent from start of the year till July, or end of June. And I was getting a payout like either every week or every 2 weeks. And I haven't been able to crack through and get to it since early July. So just working through that, tweaking some things. I'm trading gold a lot more now.
Okay. How has that been?
It's been good. It's pretty straightforward, easy to read, for me at least. I do have a practice account open. I hopped in a gold short at like 710. So that's up like 5 points right now.
All right, let me get your charts adjusted. Yeah, you're good. That's perfect. I can adjust it on my end now. There we go. So yeah, you've been trading gold. How would you compare gold to the NASDAQ?
Once it starts trending, it really trends. That's what I've noticed. NASDAQ, sometimes it's really trendy and sometimes it's not. It's either trendy or it's rangy. It's trending or it's ranging. That's what I've noticed.
Those are the two market conditions, man.
Yeah, I know. It's the two market conditions, but like you don't really get like you get really good defined ranges on gold from what I've noticed, and then when it starts trending if you're watching a 5-minute chart, you can see, you can just adjust off each 5-minute candle that comes out, each strong 5-minute, and it's really easy to ride trends in gold from what I've noticed.
Yeah. That's one reason why I like gold when I'm trading slow markets. And even I probably need to trade it more during the New York session. I just love the NASDAQ, but gold, it's oh man, I'm trying to think of the right way to word this in front of everyone. When you catch a breakout trade on gold, man, it's a nice thing. It's a nice thing. I love trading gold, especially those higher time frames where you can catch that nice trend and you can just hold it, and you can just hold it all day. You can hold it, if you're in your personal account and you trade gold, hold it for a whole freaking week. That's one of my biggest, I want to say mistakes, but one of those fumbles I had where I got in long gold during the Jackson Hole symposium, and pretty big position. And here we are, like, what, $200 higher, and I'm just, oh man.
Was that on futures too?
What's that?
Was that on futures?
Yeah, that was gold futures. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of confidence here trading futures more and more and more. And so I've been opening it up in my personal account more and more because my personal trading has usually just been stocks and options. And then over here at Topstep, I've been focusing on futures. So I've kept the Topstep accounts on futures, my personal trading on stocks and options. But now I've gained that confidence. I'm kind of marrying them. Like, okay, I feel that confidence to just be able to duplicate this and put risk in the market, not only here on this account but on my personal, and have that flexibility of just like, okay, I traded gold, let's do this, test it out. Everything I have been sharing, I've also been sharing on my socials, and it's the same setup that everyone sees me trade here in these accounts. I analyze this. What's one of the big questions I get was like, man, you trade on Topstep, is your trading any different when you're off air? I'm like, no, not really. I've been a lot more comfortable the past couple months, as like you said, you've went through your ups and downs, but you're starting to feel a lot more comfortable as well more recently. For example, like trading gold. And so before we get any further, let me just run through the brief opening here. So welcome, everybody. Welcome to Slow Markets. As always, in the YouTube chat, there's our Top Step risk disclosure. Everything that we go over is for educational purposes only. It's not signals class. It's not a signal. It's not financial advice. It's just for education. We're here to learn. And shout out if you're new. If you're new, wondering who is this gentleman next to me, this is Baron. Baron, if you want to give a brief background of who you are for all the new traders who might be tuning in. We get new traders every single day. I'd say most know who you are, but since you've been gone, it's been a while. So
it's been like 3 weeks, 3-4 weeks. I'm Baron. I've been trading for 4 years now. Trading futures for just a little over 2 years. Started with options, moved over to futures. I was previously on the big board with Dakota in a live funded account. And I'm on fast markets sometimes. I'm on slow markets, typically Thursdays. But I'm in on a Tuesday now. So
in on a Tuesday. Surprised. I'm happy to have you on Tuesday. Tuesdays, have you on more often, talk about this. Since you are trading gold, we see these movements on gold. It's something I do. I mean, I love it. I would love to see you on here a lot more. While I refresh your camera, it's got a little bit of blur.
It's got blur. That's the camera. It's not the software.
Okay.
It does that.
Okay.
Let me see if I can.
No, you're good now. You're good now. I mean, it happens with Coach Jay like for 2 years straight, and we finally got it figured out.
No, it's just the camera that I have.
Shout out to Coach Jay in the chat. Maybe we could have all three of us on one of these nights in slow markets. You never know. But like you said, you quit your job this year, right?
I did in April.
You quit your job in April. You've been trading futures. You've been trading prop firms. You gained that confidence. You said, okay, I'm seeing enough consistency trading. Quit your job. Go for it. And do you have any regrets? Do you ever look back and be like, is this the right decision? How has your thought process been on that?
About quitting the job? Not really. There's some regrets about, like, I don't necessarily say regrets. There was just like a couple things I would do differently. I think I quit the job in a good spot. I'd gotten pushed to live at Topstep. I had seen consistent 10K months from prop firm payouts. And then I was, starting to see $50,000 months, and I was ecstatic about it. And then in June end of June is kind of where I fell off the wagon a bit. And I've been trying to get back on since, like I was talking about earlier, I haven't been able to get to payout since July, which is crazy. Because I haven't had a cold streak for this long since November 2023.
Okay.
So really just working back towards that. I think it's the size that's kind of missing with me right now. I'm just sizing up a little bit too much. And if I think about when I was building those accounts and working towards, getting consistent pay, I was using 10 to 15 micros max. 15 micros was max, and I was typically using 10 on NQ. And I'm hopping in the XFA and I'm immediately using 2 minis. So I need to just I think I just need to cut the size, bite my pride a little bit, and say, okay, you're not going to have a 50K month getting back. But just start to build a level of consistency again. I've started to see it again, where, I'm seeing the right setups. I'm finding the right call outs and everything. I learned a lot of stuff in my Discord, and my hit rate's been higher recently. So getting back on the wagon, it's just a matter of staying on track with everything.
Yeah, it's the ebbs and flows. I've went through many times. I went through one this year. Went through it with you as well. I took that $250,000 payout at the beginning of the year. And yeah, it comes. It really does. It comes and goes. And when you start to get on top of it, start trading well, just you're able to really take advantage of it. And then when it starts to become cold, that's where you just step back, you size down, and you just manage your losses and not blow up. I've went through it a few times. I've been trading for almost 15 years, man. I remember some very, very down times, some very dark times where it's been like strings of like 3 months, 6 months where I not make money, but even just lose money, right? And then you second guess yourself, you question yourself. I'm like going through this, and then you find out what you're doing wrong. You adjust, you start trading better, and then you're beyond where you used to be, right? Like, man, I thought that was my peak, right? And then you refocus, and you're like, okay, wow, that was even close to my peak. I'm twice as where I was before. And then you go through it down again. I mean, just like these markets, ups and downs. Went through it again. You're going through it. You went through it, and hopefully out of it. I mean, this year, since I started with Topstep, Baron, just as a coach. I didn't even want to trade. I was like, okay, all right, bet on a bet. I won the bet, and so I was done. I'm like, sure. I enjoy coaching. I started liking coaching, and then I was challenged to prove that I could trade in this internet world that we live in this industry. And so when was it? 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, I was like, okay, I need to prove myself. So I started trading, and then I was on the leaderboard ever since. And then the beginning of this year, I took that $250,000 payout, and then it just went downhill. I'm like, okay, I just struggle all of February, March, April, and then I started to come out of it, and then struggled June, July, and I was still doing okay and good and when I'm doing my personal account, but on my Topstep Live account, I'm just like, what's going on? Why is there such a disconnect between my trading here and trading there? And then I think I figured it out. I talked a little about it with you, Baron, and everybody else, where it was more that pressure of being in front of everyone, the pressure of being in front of thousands of traders, and the pressure of taking a trade when you're on air. Has that been a hurdle for you at all?
I mean, I stepped away from, like, I wasn't on Topstep TV for like 3 weeks. Took a step back from live trading in my Discord as well. I think it's been good because, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it doesn't happen to me on Topstep TV, but if I'm live trading in my Discord with an open chat, like, other people's biases will get in your head and stuff like that. And, like, you have to deal with, again, it's like you're gonna get hate comments too. And like, typically that wasn't getting to me, but when I was struggling for 2 months, that's when it started. Like, okay, am I actually able to do this? I think I am. It's just a matter of, like, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to live trade in front of a bunch of people, and then just you get bombarded with criticism, whether you're doing good or not. Whether you're doing good or bad, you're going to see some form of criticism.
Yeah. I seen that fast since I joined social media, almost a year ago too. Like, you go your great, your positive days, it was more of like just quiet, right? Or you just got lucky, and then the red days, it's just like, we knew it, prove it, and then I use that block button, man. The block button on social media has been my best friend. It really has. Yeah, but you're a great trader. We are in it. You pass combines, and man, the way you view these markets are absolutely amazing with the more analytical mindset, the statistics. You use the tools, those resources. Like I said, I still need to make my way down to Florida. Go ahead.
I do have some statistics on gold. Since I started trading gold, I was looking more into the statistics for it. There's a couple interesting ones. I can.
So let me run through this rapid fire first.
Yeah.
And then we will get to gold. Typically see a spike at the top of the hour. So in about 12 minutes is when we start seeing some more movement in these markets, especially gold. I've been watching gold a lot right at that time. And since you are now leaning towards a gold trader, I love that. Let's run through this rapid fire. I'm going to switch it over to my charts. I'm going to take a look at the NASDAQ. We'll do our normal top-down analysis. And then as I go through this, I'll pass it on to you to see what you're seeing on the NASDAQ. And then, of course, gold. So I start on the daily. We finally got a little bit of a pullback. I definitely seen it all over the media and socials. Like, oh, what's going on? What's such a crazy day? What a massive sell-off. And you have to zoom out. First thing you do when you have a day or you have people start to panic or fear is just zoom out. That today, nothing. It's very normal. We had
1%.
Not even 1%, man. It's very, very small. And of course, maybe some individual stocks we've seen a bigger sell-off, but this is healthy. This is what I want to see. You can see we've had a few pullbacks before. We had that one at the beginning of August. We had the one middle of August, the beginning of basically mid to end, and we had another one. They haven't lasted that long. It's been like a couple days, a week, but that's what I am wanting to see. I'm wanting to see some type of decent pullback in this market to show us some market structure. I don't like to trade the markets when we just keep hitting all-time highs, because we don't have a lot of structure to base technical analysis off of. And I hope
mostly because Andre pulls out the air horns. Yeah,
exactly. Exactly. That's the only time I'll ever use the word hope, right? Is, I want to see a pullback. I hope we get a pullback. I'm not going to trade it, or I'm not like, I hope this market goes down because I'm short. But I want to see this nice breath in the market where we just slow down, we hesitant, we pull back, we allow some market structure and find better opportunities where we're not hitting all-time highs throughout fast markets and hearing those air horns. So it was a good day in this market to see. We still did not break out of the previous day's Monday's range. So technically, I would even consider this range bound because we did not break the high or the low of the previous day, which is still leading me to wonder if this is a true pullback yet. So we zoom in and let's measure that move. How many points was that? 25,000 is a big round number.
Yeah, about 250 points.
Yeah, 230, about 250. And I'm looking at this pivot here that we made on the 22nd. We basically tested it. And of course, here's the all-time highs. And so we're right in between the all-time highs and the previous pivot, in my opinion. Until we break this pivot or until we show some type of consolidation and then a breakdown, I have to be still leaning towards the longs. I don't see a reason to short this market yet until we start putting in a lower high somewhere and then maybe even a lower low, and to show us that this market can continue selling down. Now we know that when the market does sell down, it sells fast, and we've seen that today when it was just like 1 hour, just a huge sell off in 1 hour, and then the rest of the day we just spent chopping around or building that structure. I'd love to see some continuation to the downside, but until then, I'm not seeing too much when it comes to, hey, let's get into a long, let's get into a short. So that's the main area I have for buyers, these 780s, 760s. If we start to break down below that, then it's like, let's look for some targets lower. Maybe these 660s, 670s, there's the next pivot where we have some type of support and resistance around these 650s, 660s. So that would be my first area I would want to see this market go to. Some overnight trades. I used to trade the overnight where I'd put like a sell limit or a sell stop order. I'd put like a sell stop like at 778 or even 774, saying I'm going to go to bed. If this market sells off overnight, this will trigger me into a short, and then I'll look for profits there. And then vice versa. This wouldn't be a too bad position to say, if we do break these 860s, we might see a move back up to go test 900. I'm not seeing anything else from a scalping standpoint. Zooming into that 5-minute chart, we basically are where we opened up tonight. We popped up to those 860s. We had that massive sell off for a slow markets. I mean, that was quite the move. A little 50-point banger if you end up shorting. But we are right where we opened up tonight's price action. Thoughts on the NASDAQ before we switch to gold?
That 820 area on NASDAQ, that's also the POC for the range.
The range from today or from the end?
No, I'm looking at the range from last Thursday, like starting at last Thursday. I can switch over to NQ really quick.
Yeah, let's see it. The point of control. You're saying this 820 level?
Yeah. So I'm looking at, where is it? It's like right here. This is where I anchored it. Like from this area to here, okay. That 820, 810, 820 area. It's right at POC.
So right there. Why did you anchor it off that? Is that?
I feel like everyone uses volume profiles differently.
Okay.
Some people use sessions. I like to just use ranges. I just look at the range of candles, and I look at, if I'm looking at here, right? We established these lows today. I take this box and I drag it back, and I just look at, okay, where's the last time we intersected that? So I would anchor it from this area to here. Right?
Okay. Fair enough. I could see that. Yeah, I could definitely see that. And we're right at that level of those 220s. That's the level of support and resistance from a technical standpoint as well. We just bounced. We found buyers off of it. That's basically about where settlement is. And what news do we have coming out this week? Let's finish. Let me look at the news.
PCE on Friday.
That's Friday, right? Yeah.
Yep. And then I think there's initial jobless claims.
That's going to be a big one on Thursday. Yeah. Thursday and
GDP
Friday is the big
tomorrow.
ones.
Initial jobless claims is tomorrow. Oh wait, no, that's Thursday.
It should be Thursday. Yeah. U.S. jobless claims is Thursday. Thursday at 7:30 a.m. Central. But there's not really much going on tomorrow. We have some Fed speakers. That's been all week. Same things. I'm not seeing anything in terms of planned headlines. We always have. Yeah, I don't know if the new.
It's not a big.
It's not as dramatic as, let's say, like the GDP or the initial jobless claims. But not too much, unless there's just some random tweet or headline that comes in and moves these markets. So maybe tomorrow we can get a bit of a continuation down or a consolidation day before jobless claims on Thursday and maybe even a bigger inflation number coming out on Friday. Thursday and Friday is going to be the 2 days where I think we see the most volatility.
Yeah, because we had Powell speaking today. We had Trump's speech today as well.
Yeah. The United Nations, Powell's speech. As soon as he stopped speaking, this market did start to sell off. I don't know if it was near the end or it's when he was finished, but whatever took this market down, whether it was a technical pullback, I didn't really see there was a headline that pulled this market off. Did it?
I think he said that there was concern about inflation sticking around, or inflation remaining elevated is probably how he would say it.
I seen someone made some comments about, like, he had a quote or a comment saying like equities or stocks were highly valued, or I don't know. I'll have to go through and check my sources. Yeah, they're fairly highly valued, whatever that means. What does fairly highly valued mean? Chat, anybody know? I don't. I have no idea. That was what I think brought the headlines in mind. Yes, that's what he said. That's what he says. Is that overpriced? Is that what brought this market down a little bit? You have Powell saying fairly highly valued. It means a bubble. It means expensive. Overpriced. I don't know. I don't
fairly
know.
Highly valued. Yeah, it's interesting language. It's interesting, like what you can try to pull out of the the Fed language.
All the different verbiage. The verbiage. It's just above PE. I mean, market speak could be irrational longer than Powell could stay solvent with those statements. Meaning he's throwing the hammer down. I don't know. I thought they would be. Maybe they don't want to seem too
Bearish.
aggressive on reducing interest rates.
Yeah, but it's interesting because during the FOMC meeting, I mean, I might be wrong on this, but I swear when he was talking about jobs, he said that they knew that the revisions would be bad. Like, they knew the labor market was already weak. Why did they refuse to cut rates when inflation was showing signs of slowing down? I mean, inflation is coming back up now. It's a weird spot.
Yeah. Hey, I'm happy. I'm happy I don't have that job. I'm just happy that's it's not my job, right? But we'll see. We'll see what comes in. Like I said, we have jobless claims on Thursday, then inflation Friday. As traders, all I really want is volatility. Up or down, doesn't matter too much to me as a day trader, as trading these futures. If we get volatility and we get the opportunity, we're going to take advantage of it. So that being said, on the NASDAQ, I'm not seeing too much. It seems like price kind of just slowed down after we had that sell-off down to those 811s. I'm going to continue to watch it. We have some selling pressure, right? There's a lot of momentum that we got from the New York session, and we do have some selling pressure. So maybe there's some short trades coming in here, but we are right where we opened tonight's price action here in the NASDAQ. We have about 30 seconds left on gold, or at the top of the hour, I mean. So let's take a look at gold, see what we are seeing on there. We got a nice pullback in gold. Is this a buy the dip on gold? I'm going to lean towards yes. I like the longs on gold more than I like the longs on the NASDAQ. Gold has been in such a bullish market, like bullish, all-time highs. I even say more bullish than the NASDAQ, even though both are hitting all-time highs.
It's only 5% off that 4,000 level too. I know it was 2 or 3 weeks ago when I was on. We were like, I was looking for that breakout. I think we both said like we were looking for 4,000.
Yes.
For gold.
You're right. Yeah, and Hoag's looking for 5,000. Hoag's looking for 5,000 on gold. Crazy. Yeah. I don't know if he said end of year. He's like, end of year, we're going. I mean, who knows, right? Gold goes up in the long run anyway. But the question is, can we get to that 4,000? I know Coach Jay last night was looking for 3,800. We smashed that. We got up to 3,824. And it looks like we might be finding some support here in gold right now. We had that nice sell-off. We came to a level of resistance, and resistance is starting to show signs of support. So the question is, can we push back up to those, 38.15s? I like longs in gold. I would like to see a nice pullback for an opportunity to get in long tonight.
I would look for this to sweep out that New York low first. It's one of those stats that I've been pulling. There's about a 70% chance that Asia sweeps New York's high or low from the previous New York session. So
I like it. I'm all for it. If we could get down there to what, 82, 84s?
Yeah, that would be 84.
Okay.
Maybe I'm on the MGC contract, so maybe it's slightly different, but.
Yeah, micros versus minis. Yeah, it'd be slightly different. I don't mind that. I would like to look for longs on a pullback and reversal. I could see an opportunity to short this for right now because we are hovering. If we in a more zoomed in sense, right? Like I zoomed into this 5-minute chart, and you can see where this was major support. This was major support. That support is actually starting to act as some resistance. So. Let's just watch. We're kind of right in the middle, up here towards 3,800, possibly short opportunities, and looking for us to rotate back down towards, like you said, the New York session lows. I could see that happening.
I just look for that to sweep and then potentially for London to reverse.
You had a trade on your practice account. What were you looking at there?
So I was short up here. I just took the volume profile from here to here. One thing on Topstep X, you don't have the volume area highs, I don't think, on this, but we reject, like, there was a volume area high right up here that we rejected from. So I was looking for it to go back and sweep that New York low. Didn't get down there, got close. It might give it to us now that it's 9 and we see the volume, like the volume pickup.
Yeah, I'm gonna zoom in and
yeah.
start looking for trades right now. Let me know if
We
you see
also
anything.
just tapped the upper band of VWAP. And we're rejecting from there. So I look to see if this could flush to New York lows.
Yeah, we hit 37.99 and sold off that.
Oh, there you go. There's some sellers coming in.
Yeah, yep. I am in a short. That is what I'm looking for. I need to move this to ticks. Just micros. Let me adjust this. Not the best price, but not the best price at all. I got 94.4. Let's.
Oh, you bought him. You bought him. Take the short, Dakota.
Hey, it's been. It bottom ticked me. Let's just say that. That's okay. I like this direction. I like the risk. I like the risk. Let's see if we can get this. That's micros. I love micros, man. Wide stop, small size.
You can kind of just let everything play out with micros. I need to do that in the next XFA I get into. I just need to spend. I think it goes back to like when there was phone and coaching with Topstep. Jack was my coach.
Okay.
I think it goes back to something Jack was saying, where he was like, you trade really well, but I think you need to go and just trade 2 micros for 2 weeks and just see how you do there. So I think I need to, do something like that, where I'm just focused on finding good trades.
It helps. It helps a lot. Smaller size, wider stops. I'm gonna bail on this. Actually, I'm bailed. Minus 191. I'm going to wait and see if I get in a better position. Smaller size and wider stops has always helped me. Yeah, it allows you to scale in, have those wider stops, and get back into positions. Yeah, see, we keep rejecting that. Back in. No, I'm back in at 97.4. Have you tried doing that yet, Baron, since then?
What?
Trade a few micros for a week or 2.
I have, but I haven't. I would do it for like 3 or 4 days and then I'd stop. So I think I just need to do it for, a few weeks, build that level of consistency. And I don't know, I've been going to the gym every single day for like the past 3 weeks, and it's helped with the consistency. So I think just switching to smaller size would help with that too.
Okay. So you've, I'm a firm believer in that. I'm a firm believer about habits outside of trading will lead to better trading when you have those better habits, more consistent habits, better habits. Yeah, I'm gonna get smacked on this one too. We'll see. We shall see if these 3800s will hold. Gym, bedtime routine, sleep routine, eating habits, just overall, good, healthy habits that help feed into your mentality when it comes to trading. Atomic habits. How do you feel? How do you feel physically? You feel good?
I feel a lot better. And the mental clarity's there with it as well. I'm not waking up groggy. I'm not waking up, or like I'm not getting agitated and all of that. There was some of that. When nothing's going right, you can't trade, and not going to the gym and all that.
Dude,
you can get aggravated quickly.
Yeah, some days you wake up and you can't function without like an energy drink, and you're like, oh my gosh. And then you try and trade, and
Yeah.
it's just not the best. It's just no good for your account, for your mental health, for everyone involved.
I'm gonna see if we push back up to. I'm gonna see if we reject here. If we reject here, I'll get in to shorts again. So volume area high. It's the upper VWAP band. We've rejected from it previously. So if it rejects, I'll get in. But if it doesn't, I'll just stay flat.
I know the one thing that's going through my head right now is like I like gold longs, and what the hell am I doing in a short? Yeah, what the heck am I doing in a short? Oh, I came in saying I like the gold longs. Did I convince myself to change my point of view because I zoomed in?
I still think gold longs, like overall general trend, I think it looks solid. There hasn't been anything on the higher time frames to suggest that it sells off.
Right. Yeah, I zoomed into this 5 minute, and shorts look decent back down. They'll go retest the lows, but we didn't. We just held. We held those 90s. And we haven't broke above 802s yet. So if we reject, I don't mind adding to this position like that.
I'm going to hop in. And this like a 4-point stop. Target the lows.
All right, you're in. Okay. What price did you get?
37.98.8.
8.8. 8.8. Okay. I'm going to add here if we could reject these 90s, 99s. Because we hit 800s, rejected, and we are not rejecting that. We are blowing, we're blowing through the top right there.
Oh my god.
Whose idea is to short this gold? Oh, there it goes. Well, we were wrong. That was not it. That was definitely not it. Rip shorts. Who shorts gold? That whoopsies in the chat. Whoopsies in the chat. What was he doing on this one? Well, that was ugly.
That was a quick one. That was a quick one.
That was one. Why can you never go to our take profit that fast? It never goes to the take profit.
It always rips the stop quickly.
Yeah. Put that as an L. Mark that L. Well, there's my handicap. I always start these days off red. So I don't know what to do. And then just I end up getting it back into the green.
If this rejects here, that would be just a punch in the face.
And the streak goes on. Yep. Hey, the streak's not broken. I've always just started myself just starting my day red. If I start my day red, then it finishes green. That's been the theme of my trading. I give myself a handicap, chat. Okay, we're gonna reject here now. If we get back in,
they had to take our sim account.
They had to take our stop losses out first, right? Stop loss is a better entry. Is that what we're seeing here? Oh, chat. I just jinked myself. Hey, I talked about it last night. It seems like every single night I was just starting in the red, and then I ended up green. All right, I'm back in 800.8.
Oh, you're back in, Dakota?
This is a valid setup.
I think it is, but I think you. I'm gonna wait till I see a red 5-minute candle before I hop back in. That is a pretty nasty wick.
Let's see if we can get this. I'm going to manage this manually. Let's see. I got to focus, chat. I'm not going to take another bad loss. I'm starting myself in the red. I'm starting myself in the red. Oh, another freaking day. Starting in the red. Did I tell you my first day in this XFA, I fat fingered max contracts and minis with minus 15.
3 minis?
Yeah, yep.
Jeez.
In the New York session, just fat fingered. And I didn't notice until like, oh, $1,500 lost. And I'm like, oh, great. Very first trade in the XFA, minus 1,500. And I've just had to grind it out, grind it back. Okay, there's a little bit of that rejection of the 800. I'm going to add here. There we go. There.
Yeah, it just had to take our liquidity to cover. Had to take our liquidity. And now it's gonna dump to that.
Yeah, that's oh, there we go. Let's get this. Let's get it.
How many did you go in with?
I started with 5 micros and then I built up to 10.
Okay. Where'd you get in at?
Average price 800.7.
Okay. If it hits those lows, I mean it's a 16-point trade.
Yeah, we need to see continuation though. We need to see continuation. Yeah, just it's like boxing. You just take the shot, move on to the next. All right, there's another one.
There's your flash. I don't think it's gonna give me a shot to enter here.
Let's get that. You know what? We don't have music. Let me know if it's too loud. Let me know if you can you hear it. If not, that's fine. Oh man, that's too slow. Too slow for my mood. Too slow. Let's come on, gold. Let's get it. Had to just start us in the red before we sold off.
It looks good now. It looks good.
This is my short music.
Do you have a song you play when you're you're looking for a specific outcome from the market?
This is the song I play in slow markets when I'm short. Yeah, is it? Let me know if it's too loud, chat. We got it playing. This is my short song. We're getting paid tonight. I'll scale out.
It's looking good.
Yeah, I've made up the. I made up the loss, and now we're sitting here in the green. We need.
Dakota, I don't want to sway your trading too much, but there's a 71% chance we break that New York low.
Well, if we are, I will be in it. Hopefully, I'm back to my normal position, 5 micros. I'll scale some more out and leave a runner. There's no words to this song. It's just a beat. The beat of the shorts. Sometimes you just have to trust it, chat. It's so hard to get back in after it does that.
Yeah, I mean, I said I was gonna wait for a red candle, so provide that red candle. It's looking like it's gonna print another one, but it might not give me an entry.
On the 5 minute, you said, or what?
Yeah, I said I was gonna wait for a 5-minute candle to print.
Got it.
Red.
Man, look at this volatility coming in. This is some pretty volatile market right now in gold.
Yeah, the price swings have been crazy.
We popped up to 86 and immediately sold back down to these lows.
I know that was That was my entry. It tapped that VWAP again and then just rejected immediately.
Did it give you time to get in?
Nah.
Good trade location never does. Neither did it when we got up to those highs. All right, we're breaking down. We're breaking down. Let's get some follow through below 93 evens. We have that pivot from 91.3. If we could get below that, then definitely target of the New York session lows could be coming into play.
I just took your Dakota's signals.
Oh,
Made
did you?
500 on the live.
Oh,
Jaron took a gold short.
Did take a gold short.
wait, let's see.
Appreciate you.
Is Jaron in there in the room?
Yeah.
He's in
You can
the
pop in
other
on
room.
camera.
Yeah, he can hop on camera if he wants.
Yeah, you
I
took it.
appreciate
Say
the.
There you are,
coolest
man.
voice. You made
Yeah.
a quick 500. I appreciate it.
500 on the live.
on the live account.
There
Yeah.
you go, bro.
What was the trade?
I took gold shorts. I got in it. It was right at 37 or 37.99.5. Quick little scalp. It was easy.
Okay,
There
did
you
did you get in after we got stopped out over here?
Yeah, actually, what you guys were the liquidity. I waited.
Yeah,
real quick.
the sim liquidity.
Yeah, our sim liquidity. Hey, nice work, man. Nice work. So you're trading over here in the Asian session too.
Oh yeah, hey, and we'll be on at fast markets in the morning too.
Well, we got to have you on with us one of these nights.
Yeah.
I'll look forward to it, man.
Jaron trades slow markets too. He'll trade Asian session.
I think I like gold in Asia more than I like NASDAQ in New York, to be honest with you.
Some nights that's how I am. Yeah. Gold during the Asian session can provide. I mean, especially tonight, like this volatility. Well, you see it. You took advantage of it right there. It's
That's
pretty
right.
volatile during these sometimes, and
Sure.
can be more predictable than the New York session.
100%. I'm gonna go eat some pizza.
All right, we'll see it.
He needs to get a gold chain on, not a silver chain.
I think he has a gold chain on.
Does he? Is it gold?
I think so.
We'll see.
I'll double check. I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay.
But he just got in a live account last week. I know he's on fast markets on Monday.
Sick. Nice. And he just made $500 and then just dipped. He's like, yeah, here's my $500. Gonna go eat some pizza.
Yeah. Last night he made like 6,400 trading gold in the overnight.
Nice. Man, there's some opportunities during the Asian session. I know
He
that's
might
why
audio.
I'm more than happy to have this slow markets and help traders during this time.
My audio cut out for the last like 30 seconds. But
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Last 30 seconds. I don't know what the heck I was saying. Sometimes I mumble, okay? Sometimes I mumble and talk. I just hear myself over here. Just talking about opportunities during the Asian market. Everyone's so obsessed with the New York session when it comes to day trading. It's very overlooked, the opportunities that we can see here.
yeah, I think especially in gold too, because you have, and you see it right at 9 every single night. It's all that volatility from people in China, Japan, like they're trading gold. So you do see that volatility step in.
Yeah.
And you can see it on the volume chart too.
Let's just see. I'm still in these 5 micros.
It looks good to sell off down to those lows, especially if it breaks this 91 area. It should just flush to that New York low. That's what I would expect.
I mean, we're seeing it right now. 86 ticks. Oh, there's a banger. There's a banger. While we're watching this, let's go ahead and run our hashtag slow markets. Hashtag slow markets, everybody. You like what you see, you liking this. There is my Twitter account. Like, tag me in a trade. If you caught any trades tonight, any setups, go ahead and just tag me. We'll do a hashtag slow markets, and then of course, I gotta plug in my Instagram. You're on there. You're active. I always see your posts.
I post daily usually.
You do some good content on there, man.
Sometimes,
Like,
I just post something and I'm like, I don't know if that's a good video or not, but like you just start posting, you're just like, whatever.
I know that's
You get
how
to a
I
point
am.
where you're just
I try and like, oh, I need to make this really good, and then I'm over here watching yours. I'm like, man, I need to get on my influencing level as good as you.
Well, what I've, I mean, like if you have a certain topic you want to talk about, just pretend like you're on the phone with a friend, like you're on FaceTime with a friend, and you're just talking to them.
Yeah, because I do pretty good when I'm like, I can just sit here and I can talk to you or Coach Jay or just the chat. But then when I'm trying to just like record myself without chat, I'm like, oh, this is weird. I just pretend I'm talking to chat or something. And then I just rewatch it and I'm like, ugh, so many.
I never rewatch it. I never rewatch my
it.
videos. I just post it. I'm just like, I'm not rewatching it. I'm not looking for stumbles. I'll send it to my, like, I'll edit out some of the like blank pauses and stuff like that, but I never, like, I record it. Usually I try to do it in one take. I just go for it and then post it.
Just send it. I know the one video I did, every video I have posted, I've done in one take. So, I feel comfortable doing stats review. I like reviewed my August statistics in my personal account, and I made like $80,000. Pretty good. This month I'm already well over 100,000. I had $100,000 in one trade to start the month. I don't know if you've seen that. Yeah, it was put spread, a bullish put spread. I sold a put spread on the Qs, like right at the lows, and I risked 120, ended up making 94,000, and then this past, like, it's just been as green as these statistics here, like trading almost identical to what you see on these stats, minus tonight. I always starting in the red, but yeah, it's been all green on my personal. I'll post an update, chat. That's why I post my socials. You gotta follow if you want to get some of the good stuff. Everything I share on here is the same way I trade. You're getting the good stuff right here in slow markets. I talk about it. I show my trading. I show what I'm looking at. And you can lead a horse to water. There's that breakdown.
Yeah, that's the break you want to see. It should hit those New York lows.
Let's get it. Double A says, Dakota, do you copy trade accounts? No. No, I was, but then I struggled a little bit. So I'm like, if I can't do it in one, I can't do it in multiple. So I'm just doing it in one. I wish, right? When you trade good, you're like, I wish I could just say whatever this is times 20, times 50.
Times 5, times whatever it is.
I know, let's just put a multiple on this. But no, I'm just trying to focus on one account, show consistency. You're seeing it here too. You take the loss. I've had one loser right now, and now you're seeing one winner. So far, the winner is pretty dang.
Give the idea 2 attempts.
Yep, 2 attempts. Same idea, 2 attempts. Good. How's the sparring been? I get beat up by 20-year-olds. 20.
Are you getting old now, Dakota?
What's that?
Are you feeling like you're getting old now?
You know, I feel young, but then when you start sparring with someone in like 24, 25 years old, you realize you're not young. Being 31 and I feel great. I've always taken care of my health. And then when you're like hitting the heavy bag, doing these drills, you feel good. You feel like nothing's like, you feel great. And then you actually get in the ring and go against someone that is in their early 20s. You notice the difference. And then you're in like 12 rounds in and they're just like barely starting to sweat.
You're out of gas and they're just continuing to go.
Yeah. And it's like they got sweat on their gloves and some sweat on them. Like, I don't know if it's his or it's probably just my sweat that's on him at that point. And just conditioning.
Now I'm thinking about the Mike Tyson fight, the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight now.
Yeah.
Because he's so old. Like, he's so old, and I know, like, I mean, I went to it in Dallas. Like, I went to it live, and it did look like some punches were pulled, but Like after the second round, you could see he was tired.
Yeah, I think there was punches pulled on both ends. And this is a hot take. Jake Paul does not get enough credit for as good of a boxer as he is. And this Gervonta Tank Davis versus Jake, I don't know how I feel about that, man. Do you see that's what's happening?
I saw something on Twitter about it.
It's Gervonta Tank Davis. He's like a 135 pound.
He's tiny. He's tiny.
Boxer. Oh my god. And he's like 5'4" or something. He's 135. What do you expect? But he's an absolutely amazing boxer. And then you have Jake Paul, 220s. Yeah, I'm like, what is going on? What is going on?
That's a little ridiculous.
It's so ridiculous. But I think it's going to be a true testament to see, does skill or weight mean more when it comes to boxing? Because
I feel like with the height and the weight advantage, it's probably just going to be too much.
I don't
even
think
if he is a better boxer.
I don't think so. I think the skill level that Gervonta Tank Davis has should outshine Jake Paul because it's 10 rounds. We'll see. I think it's going to be a body shot. I think Gervonta Tank Davis is going to just nail him with a body shot and end it. But then it's like, it's not even regulated. It's just an exhibition. Are they going to have 10-ounce gloves? There's so much. It's just a joke. It's sad. I'm going to watch it, though. I'm going to watch it.
It's entertainment. At the end of the day, it's entertainment.
It is. Yeah. It's like watching someone trade in the sim.
There's your break.
Account. Yeah.
There's your break for the 90s. I would like to see a 5-minute close below that to give you some confirmation.
Yeah, these... Alright, I'm going to close out of one more. I got 2 runners left. We'll lock in some profits here.
These 2 runners will be, what, 14 points?
You're looking at points, which is what, 4 ticks? Or
point in gold is 10 ticks, right? Because it's
yeah. Okay, yeah.
It's a 10.
Yeah, I'm up 82 ticks right now. Green on the screen. Yeah, I was negative like 300. I don't. We'll pull up the stats here in a second. I've been starting my day every single day this month. I started in the red.
And then you just pull yourself out of it.
Then I just yeah. So should I just not take my very first trade?
I think we just hopped in a little too early. So
I agree with that. I mean, Jared over there nailed it.
Yeah. Jared caught a nice short.
He was listening to us. He was like, I'm going to just put my entry where your stops are.
He was, when he was trading it last night, since he's in a live account, he traded 10 minis last night. And he's order flow trader. So he looks at footprint and bookmap and all the order flow tools. But he said he could see his 10 contracts get filled. And then the market just move aggressively up off of it because there was so little volume.
I like that. Okay. Someone says, I just like doing having that underdog mentality. I gotta start off in the hole. All right, let's see if we could get those lowers. Yeah, so I mean, look at this. It's crazy. You think I'm joking, but tonight, yeah, I was down 400, and now I'm up 200 and something. Yesterday, I started in the hole down 166. The day before, I started in the hole, and I went through this, and it was just every single day starting down few $100. There's one
maybe that first trade, Dakota, the first trade you're gonna take for the day, just take it on a practice account.
Yeah. I mean, it's not big, chat. This is like $300, $400 has been like. I wish it would show your unrealized drawdown in this account, because you can see where you ended, but you can't see the like where it was, like worst case scenario or unrealized drawdown. But it's only been like $400. Other than that fat finger trade, start the day. This is just starting like. Boom, $1,500, $1,400, underdog mentality.
I think this looks good to flush.
I know. Someone says, I'm going to take that first trade in a practice account, and it's going to be like $1,000 bank.
Yeah, you're gonna make $5,000 off that first trade.
Yeah, then this mouse is just going across the
It's going to be a 100-point NASDAQ banger.
Yeah. Exactly. We got a couple hashtag slow markets. Let's see it. While we watch this gold break down. Hashtag slow markets gambling says, looks like they shorted the NASDAQ 10 points in the money. Beautiful. I can never get behind the white background on charts. It's just nice.
I think I would go crazy if I had a white background.
Me too. And then here's one gold. Looks like trader was short gold right up there at 802s. Nice. There's a lot of gold traders here during slow markets. We're breaking down. You called it, man. We're just a little early. Never wrong, just early.
I feel like when I chart out gold and I look at it from an analysis perspective, I'm pretty spot on with it. And if you're looking at gold, a lot of the times you're going to see that it really respects value area lows. It really respects value area highs. And then it respects, if it's trending, it likes to respect VWAP and its standard deviation bands.
Okay.
And I've been seeing a lot of success with that. I've been seeing a lot of students have success with that, where they notice it's trending and they get a pullback. They'll take the trade off us tapping back into a standard deviation band with a fib level.
So you're seeing gold respect those levels a lot more than, say, a NASDAQ.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like right here, we're at the value area low for the range,
Okay.
and it looks like we're about to bounce.
I closed it. I'm flat, plus 259. So from down 400 to plus 259, calling that one a win. I'm not gonna lock myself out though. I'm tempted. I'm tempted just to call it. Just.
I feel like it could come back up to VWAP, POC, and then flush for those Asia lows. Gives a little bounce at this value area low, and then rejects again.
Yeah. We're on tomorrow. Me and you, Baron.
Yes, sir. Jaren will be there.
Yeah, there we go. All three of us. I having a trip planned to New York City, go hang out and spend some time with Coach Jay, and then I might make a trip down there to Florida since this weather is starting to chill down a little bit.
Yeah, I think we're coming out of when I got here, it was just storming all the time. Now it's really nice. Where it's it's just sunny every single day.
Yeah, man, it's so beautiful. What's the weather like? What's the temperature?
Right now it's 80. It got up to 90 today.
Okay, still a little too hot for my my liking. Someone says 76 right now. 76 right now. It's raining in Florida. Well, it depends on where you're at, right? I guess Florida's a pretty big state. Yeah, I'm flat. I'm okay with just being flat. Even if this does continue to sell off, being flat is, hey, flat and green is where we want to be after that. So let's see. Chat, maybe somebody in here knows. When does Florida start to get 70 degrees during the day?
I could ask my roommate. He's lived here his whole life.
Oh, does he? Okay. Because that's where I'd go. Because right now here in Utah, it's usually like 70 during the day. It's a little chillier at night. That's my temperature. Nope, none of these are copyright songs.
It gets down to 70 in like October.
October, December. Everyone's saying September or December. I mean, late October. All right, book it. November, December. I'll be there.
All right.
Someone says, is it true if gold goes down, NQ goes up? No.
No.
No. Not on a
They're
correlation
correlated.
basis. I mean, it's
I've had
true
some
that,
people say that they're correlated. Sometimes you see it, but most of the time, no.
right? You can say that with any market, right? Sometimes they both go up together. Some might go up, but I don't think the correlation with gold and NASDAQ are
It's not heavy.
correlated at all. There's times that they would be, right? If there's something crazy going on, and it's gold's looked at as a safe haven, and then the equities start to sell off, like, oh, they're reversely correlated. Well, sure. This market reaction, they're reversely correlated, and then gold's been hitting all-time highs, NASDAQ's hitting all-time highs. You can technically say they've been correlated for a month. And what's their correlation? Probably closer to 0 than it is 100.
One thing I was thinking about with gold, too, I think why I like trading it, it's just one asset. If you're trading NASDAQ, it's 100. Yes, it's 500. And
Correct.
sometimes you get, like, there was a day earlier this year where Tesla was down like 15% and NASDAQ was just dragging down and ES was holding up. And like you'll see it sometimes where it's like one asset completely takes over the entire index.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. I remember like Broadcom. What was it, last month or a few weeks ago, where that's like up 30%, and then like the majority of the other Mag 7s just down. Then you'd be trading it, and then one of the big stocks just randomly release a news event, and it changes things. Like it was yesterday, I think, where it was yesterday or Friday. I don't know, chat. My days are all just kind of mixed together sometimes. Like everything's going smoothly, looking for like choppy range, and then just out of nowhere, they're like, we announced a $1 billion or $100 billion investment in this company, and it just pops up. I'm like,
oh yeah, Nvidia. And OpenAI.
Yeah, I dug deeper into it, and it's just, man, what I want to say, but we're just on camera. You're essentially just like, hey, you have a partner, you send $100 billion to your partner, and then what they do with that money is they send it $100 billion to another partner, and when they do that, they'll buy $100 billion worth of your product. That it's just a circle. That's all it is. I'm like, okay, whatever. This market is just weird. It really is. What's my daily loss limit? Right now I don't want, right around the thousands. Don't spam it, AA. That's like the 4th time you've asked. Yep. But I'm at 6,900. I mean, look at that. Oh. I have not hit my daily loss limit.
Except the first day.
Except
that would have been DLL.
Except I know.
Is it a mental DLL or is it a?
It was. I mean, that was like I activated this XFA live on air during fast markets, and the first trade was that. And so after that, I'm like, okay, I need a daily loss limit. So now it's a $1,000 daily loss limit, and I slowed down. Oh man. See, and there's no excuse for anybody in the chat, right? $4,500 drawdown, that's too much, or that's not enough. I mean, I basically started this XFA with a $3,000 max loss limit drawdown. And I've grinded it out all the way to 7,000. Times 5, right?
Yeah,
Times
very solid stats.
Now you can't tell me that's not hard to do, right? And if you are doing this in 5 XFAs, I mean, $200 a day, that's $1,000 a day if you're doing it in like 5 accounts. So it's to tell me that you can't make $1,000 a day trading conservatively with like smaller size like this. It's doable. It really is. That consistency. Lucas, I know, Lucas. We don't provide financial advice here. If you want tax advice, definitely go to your own tax advisor. Hopefully we're not seeing this pattern in gold. This is one of my most hated patterns. This
or just ranges.
Yeah, megaphone
Or
pattern.
the megaphone.
Yeah.
You've got the megaphone. Dolly's got the Dorito.
Yeah. Well, megaphone is an older term. When I first learning technicals, I don't know where Dobie got the Dorito pattern, to be honest.
I think he just came up with it.
It's off that Dorito vodka or whatever that stuff was.
Oh my god. Yeah, they tried to get me to drink that. I was like, I'm not touching that.
Do you guys
I'm
open
sorry.
it? I was able to smell it from the desk when you guys opened it.
Like, I already hate vodka enough, and you're gonna make me drink a Doritos vodka?
Ugh. Yeah.
Thank you.
No, not for me. Well, we are coming to the end. Like I said, Tuesdays and Thursdays, I do end a few minutes early. So I will be on air with you, me, you, and Jaren tomorrow during Fast Markets. It's Wednesday. Any last words before we end the stream? I'm glad to have you back. Happy to have you back. It's always a great session when you're on.
I don't. I mean, just consistency. Just consistency pays. Like, after this, my gym closes at 11, so I gotta speed over there. Get my workout in. But
Okay.
yeah, just stay consistent, and you'll start to see the profits.
All right. Thanks, man. I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Take care, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Bye.